morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Welcome to Home Built Workshop. Welcome to Wednesday Live. Let's hang out for a while. Talk some shop. Talk about stuff that's going on. Whatever you're working on. Questions, comments, suggestions. You guys know the format. Pretty open format for the day. So just going to hang out for a bit, see what you guys are up to, and enjoy a little coffee, a little time spent together. I've been slacking the coffee lately. Ray's here. Good morning, Ray. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Welcome. Pork Conservatives here. Good morning. What's up, man? How's things going? How's things going? How those bases coming along? Gina's here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So, here is, I showed it, I think, a little bit last week on the Facebook, but remember this one? We were talking about this 2 weeks ago. What do you think? Finished up this little guy. It's kind of cool. Little 2-string tuned in an octave. I got Pork Conservative. I got pretty close to 1/16 of an inch on there. Actually, let me measure that just to check. Like we were talking on the 12-string. No, that's 16. But it's kind of a fun little thing to play around with. Guaratar? Sorry if I said that wrong. Chad's here. Chad says, hi, it's been a while. Glad to be able to catch one of these. Hey, how you doing? It has been a while. I'm glad you're able to tune in. That thing's cool. It goes. It works really well with the slide. I've been playing that a lot with a slide. The notes are a lot clearer. I think I should have done frets on that, but it's fine. Pork Conservator says, no shop work for a few. Wind took down our Bradford pear tree and 2 sections of our fence. oh man, dude, we had the worst wind the other day, and it was all night. Like, it sounded like 100 miles an hour. That thing's awesome. Pork Conservative says, that sounds great. Thanks, man. But yeah, back to the wind. Sorry, I got distracted. I guess 2 nights ago, we had the worst wind I've ever heard in a long time, and it was nuts. I honestly expected to see branches and kinds of things down, but we didn't. Like a few tiny little dead branches is all. I was kind of surprised, but what came with that was we went from like 80-something degrees the day before, wind all night, some sort of storm came in. The next morning, which was yesterday morning, 35 degrees outside. And snow was falling. I didn't have the heat on or anything in the house because, well, it's been hot. So it was like 58 degrees inside the house. It was like a in there. So I had to fire up the furnace again, and oh boy! And this morning it was only 38 degrees. It was crazy. So I'm sorry to hear you lost your trees and part of your fence. That's gonna, yeesh. I wish I was closer. I'd come give you a hand. Wags is here. Hey now, what's up, Wags? How's it going? How you been, Harry dude? What is up? What's up? Greetings. Greetings. Gina says it's probably the same storm we had. Yikes. Yeah, probably. Crafted by Ray. I want to make a guitar one day. I don't want to make the neck. LOL. You don't have to make the neck. The first 3, I think I did. Way back whenever. I bought the neck. 2. First 2 I did? No, I did 3. You don't have to make the neck. Because when I was getting started in it, and that was the part that I didn't want to do either. At first, I wanted to get to that point, but I figured, okay, let me figure out the body, and I'll make it fit a neck. You can buy a neck and just slap that sucker on there. Building a body is a great way, in my opinion, to get into the whole thing. You know what I mean? You can buy a neck fairly inexpensive, um, or you could go higher end, but you don't need to. You know, you can buy your neck. There's a lot of places online that you can pick up a neck. Just make you a body and gain that experience. Like I said, the first three guitars I did, um, I did not make the whole neck. I just made the body and made the neck fit. Then I moved on to um, some get it's kind of a cigar box guitars where you do something like this, where it's very simple, but it gives you a lot of experience with just kind of getting the feel for carving and what's involved. Now the ones that I did, and as well as this one, there's no truss rod in there, so you don't have to worry about routing a truss rod channel or anything like that. But it gives you the experience, just of kind of getting the feel in baby steps. Really, is kind of what I did. So I made the first bodies, then I made some simpler necks like this, and then I combined it all together and started making my own necks and everything. So you don't have to make a neck. Don't if you want to get into guitar building, don't let that hold you back. Just go, jump into it, build your body, and just buy the neck. Until you get some of that experience built up, and then work your way into it. But do it. Don't let something like that hold you back. Don't let it ever stop you because you just don't want to make the neck. Just buy the neck, build everything else. You got this, man. You can do it. Poor Conservative says, yeah, we had 60, 70 mile an hour gusts. 25-foot pear tree came down. That's a big pear tree. Dang, that's too bad. I know are always kind of a drag to lose. Gorilla Beak. I like that. Gorilla Beak oak to fake guitar. Some say no. Depends on what you want to do with it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't let that stop me. I'm thinking. Like if I had a piece in front of me, I wouldn't let it stop me. I think I would be okay with experimenting and trying it out. Now the problem with oak is it's pretty porous, right? So if you are, I'm thinking, if you're gonna build a body and you want a nice smooth finish, you're obviously gonna have to fill. You're gonna have to use like a grain filler to fill it. It's really porous. On a neck, I've heard of people doing it on a neck, and you know what? I would say, again, don't let it stop you. If you want to try it out, go for it. Um, it's not as common for guitar building, but if you want to give it a go, I don't see any reason to not try it. Actually, but it was for I almost think I made a one string little diddly bow like this. I want to say I used white oak for the neck. I'd have to look at that. I think I did. And I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it's fine. It's only one string, but yeah, you just have to fill the grain a fair amount, and I think I say do it. You want to try it? Try it. I haven't used it for any projects myself, other than smaller deals like this. So I've seen it done. I think some say no to your point, because it's heavy, it is very porous, and it does take more work to get the finish down. Like if you're gonna do a nice smooth finish, like there's no filler on this, and it's not a very porous deal, but you'd have to do that on oak. But there's no reason you can't do it, so I say don't let it stop you. Let's see. Gina says that's what we had. Poor Conservative. I was worried about a trampoline. Thankfully, it didn't budge. It did not. It didn't go anywhere, and it doesn't even show. It's only tied. It's tied to a few like trees, just with some bale, twine, some baling twine. I don't even see any signs of it moving. Let's see. Poor Conservative says, good deal, Gina. Thus, tree has been coming apart for a couple years, and yesterday the majority came down. It's too bad. Crafted by Ray says, okay, thank you, I'll give it a shot. I'm telling you, do it. Like Gina says, do it. You won't regret it. Gorilla Beat says, I made a Rickenbacker 4000 copy out of an oak poplar. Almost done. Oh, yeah, see? It's fine. You almost got it done. So you're good. I say use the materials, tools, and things that you have available to you. And if you have oak, don't let the masses get into your brain. If you want to try something and do something that maybe is against convention, do it. Break the rules, right? Actually, it's not a rule, but it is convention that it is that most people don't use oak for guitars, but there's no reason you can't. Gina said, did the partridge get out of a partridge in the pear tree? Yeah, I hope he did. Gorilla Beak, chambered or hollow lightens it up. Yeah, yep, absolutely. There are ways to get around things. If you have some sort of a top on there, or something like that, there are ways to lighten up a guitar. But nope, the partridge didn't get out. It was a snack for Stumpy or Puggle. Gina says, seriously though, it's sad to lose a tree and some elm trees that aren't doing so hot still. But yeah, we didn't lose any. Dun, 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 dun. Gorilla Beak says, your channel is awesome, man. Hey, thanks. Thank you very much. Gina says, haha, great snack. For conservative Gorilla Beak, I have used white oak in necks. There you go. Boom. There you go. Poor conservative, can you enlighten us on grain filling? Did you grain fill the neck, and what did you use to fill it? If you did, enlighten us so we can all learn. That's what I like about these lives. I don't know, I've said it a ton of times. I learn as much from you guys as I can, and it's awesome. So thank you guys for allowing me to pick your brains and ask questions as well. Really does the same thing, grain fill? Yep, that's what that's my question. Now here's what I've used before. If I can reach it without falling on my head. I've got a few different ones here. Timbermate, not sponsored, but this stuff works really good, and I like to take a little bit of it, put it in another container, add some water so it thins it down, and you can like smear it in and it really soaks in. This stuff works really good, and I believe, Harry Dude, this is from the Land of Oz. I think that's where they put this. There you go. Look at that. I thought I saw that on there at one point. Let's see. Philip, what's up? Wait, I got that wrong. What's up? Did I get that right? What's up, man? Crafted by Ray says, I have one of your shirts on the way. Oh, right on, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sandra says, thumbs up. Look at my hands all beat up. Looks like I got in a fight with a dog. Poor Conservative says, yeah, I use System 3 and micro balloons to fill the oak. What's micro balloons? Micro balloons? I gotta learn that one a little bit. Giovanni's here. What, drink whiskey? This is coffee there, but good evening. Good evening, Giovanni. Gorilla Beak says, what's your favorite wood to build guitars with? Also, have you ever used RIT dye on wood? I have never used that dye, but I've seen a lot of people that have and have really good luck. I just haven't done it. The main dye that I use is Transfast. and it's water. It's a water soluble dye. They also have the trans tint, which is like the alcohol soluble. But I like that. I like that trans fast. I've got a bunch of different colors of it now. I've been using it for years, and I really like. I like the way that works. But maybe at some point I should try the RIT, the RIT, whatever you call it. I've seen a lot of people using that. So, I've never used it though, at this moment. My favorite wood to use, I think, so far, my favorite combinations are mahogany with a maple, mahogany and maple. I think ash is pretty good too. I'm thinking mahogany body with a maple top, or solid ash. I think so far those are my favorite ones that I've done. Um, yeah, I haven't done like let's see. I'm trying to think what other ones I've done. Maple, ash, solid mahogany. Yeah, I think those would be my top. Mahogany body, maple top, and setting aside. I'll try to use that too. I'm gonna try a pine body, like an old pine caster. Harry Dude says Timbermate. Yep, have some myself. Oh, it's great stuff. But to me, it smells like. Come on, be honest. It smells like Band-Aids. Speaking of Band-Aids, oh man, I cut my finger the other day. Whew! It probably, it probably would. It probably really could have used like a 2 or 3 stitches, honestly, because it's pretty deep. I've had to have it bandaged up for almost a week, half a week, whatever, and it still hurts. It's pretty bad. Epperson, top of the morning. What's up, buddy? Gorilla Beak, nice. Giovanni says one of the letters of your logo behind you has fallen. Uh-oh. Which one? It does look a little crooked, doesn't it? Okay, well, let's examine this a little bit. So this thing, whoa, I'm out of the way. These are all individual hands that it has moved. Oh yeah, that one's definitely fallen out. Needs a little attention. Good eye, Giovanni. Good eye. Philip says, which wood creates the best sound in a guitar? That, my friend, is a very subjective question. And it will depend, it changes depending on who you talk to. What sounds the best? Obviously, that is all different to somebody's ear. And I'm trying to figure out how to say this without I don't even know how I want to say it. Whatever sounds the best to you is the best to use. Some people swear by one set of things and that's how you do it. And if you do anything other than that, it's the wrong way. And I don't feel that that's the case. Everybody's ear is different. What sounds good to me may not sound good to you. What looks good to me, everybody's different. So to put a hard and fast answer, yes, you have to use you got to use white oak for a guitar body because that's what sounds the best. That whole tone wood thing. I've built a guitar. It's made out of pine. It's made out of like scrap junk wood for the neck, like a poplar neck. And it sounds amazing. The body resonates like no other guitar that I own. And yeah, and people say, oh, you have to use, a certain thing. Yeah, so I can't really answer that. Philip, I'm sorry. There's so many variables, especially with a solid body guitar. Once you get into electronics and pickups and all that, honestly, I feel like the wood doesn't really matter, right? There, I said it out loud on the record. I really believe that. Gorilla Beak says you use compressed pot stem board. Huh? Not heard of that. Mare Production. You and other YouTube videos inspired me to try make my own electric guitar. It's all done except finish. It sucked, but it was a lot of fun. Well, then they're stuck. That's awesome. It's so cool that you made it and you got it done. Get that finish together and put some strings on it and play it, and you're gonna love it because you made it. That is so awesome. Thank you for telling me that. That's so cool. And you know what? The second one's better. The third one's better. The fourth one's better. Don't ever get discouraged. Keep on going because we're always improving. My first one, there's things about it. It was the first one, but I still play it and I still really like it. So, well done. Congratulations. Harry Dude says, stitches? Electrical tape, dude. Yeah, I did. I put a Band-Aid on there and it got all soggy, so I put electrical tape around there and it's been fine. I take the Band-Aid off every once in a while, let it get some air, and then I put another one on. We're good. I had masking tape on there once or twice, and yeah. There's no way I was going to go to the hospital, but if I would have, I really think they would have stitched it. But Poor Conservator says Jeff see Total Boat glass micro balloons or Top Flight micro balloons. I got to look that up. I'm not familiar, honestly, with micro balloons. Total Boat, for sure, but not micro balloons. Crafted by Ray, my first guitar body will be oak. I have a lot of it. I was thinking of painting it and sanding the paint off to see if I can get a neat look. You might get a cool look that way. The paint might go down into the grain some, and yeah, do it. That might be cool. Giovanni said I wanted to see if you controlled it. Yes, I can. I have a little remote control. I can control the thing over there. Poor Conservative, maple. Maple, 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 maple. Almost a myth. Yes, I agree with you. I like maple. I like anything that I can build an instrument out of, honestly. Epperson says, well, I stopped to say hi. See y'all next week. The original Telecasters were made from pine. Yep, that's what, that's why I want to make a pine one. I got some blue stain beetle kill pine left over from the project that went up last week. Did you guys see the video for the table that broke apart? Wasn't that cool? Or well, it sort of cracked apart. Didn't really break apart. But I've got some left over from that, and I want to build maybe a couple guitars out of. I got enough for probably 2-3 bodies, maybe. Poor Conservative says, I knew I liked you, Jeff. Glad you were part of the dark side. Yeah. I just don't think it makes, honestly, I don't think it makes that much difference. If you tap, the tap tone or whatever people. But by the time you put electronics and things in there, caps and pots and wires and shielding and all that stuff, honestly, pickups are it's all different. Acoustics, now that's a different story, right? Because you need the wood to resonate, how you're bracing and all that. I am not an acoustic guitar builder. I just think that there's, it's more of a look. It's my 2 cents on wood, for a solid body, is it's just a look, right? You want the mahogany with the maple cap that looks all cool and fancy or whatever, and it's the electronics. Now, a lot of people will argue me on that, and I'm not going to get into a fight or anything like that. That's just my take on things, and whatever. Poor Conservative, the 2006th one is best. Yeah, it's not better than the 2050th. For what it is. Hold on, slide. anyway, coffee time. It sounded like a plane just like flew right over the house. That was really weird. Did you hear that? That sounded really low. I think I've mentioned it before. Right up the road, there's a small, like little tiny. I don't even want to say regional airport, but it's sort of it's just like a small, bunch of little like Cessnas and stuff like that flying in and out of. I don't know what you call that. Little local airport, I guess. And I can. It's not even a mile. Poor conservative says I haven't gotten to 2050 yet, but I'm in the mid 2030s. Have you really done? You've done 2,000 of them? Wow, that's a lot, man. Well done. That is cool. 2,000. You've made 2,000 guitars. Seriously? That's a lot. Whew. That's nuts. "37 years of guitar building." Wow, dude. That's great. Yes. She's played this one a little bit, this little thing. I keep trying, we have guitars all over the house, and I've spent some time with her. I'm trying to not force it. So if any of you guys have any tips of how to force it without forcing it, I don't want to just, you're gonna do this, because then I want to do it, right? I want her to be able to, to take some interest in there, and she mentions it from time to time about wanting to learn, wanting me to show her, and then when it comes time, I'm like, okay, let's do it. You know what? And then she's not super interested, so I'm trying to let it come naturally. She definitely has shown interest in guitar, in drums. No, we don't even have drums, but she's mentioned it, as well as piano. So we have lots of instruments around the house, but I don't want to force it, because I know what that's going to do if I try to force something like that. I really want her to learn to play something, but I don't want to keep making very clear is once we start whatever it is, it's on, and there's practice daily and all that kind of stuff. But if anybody has any good tips, let me know. Poor conservative, I got a question for you. Since how you do a lot of fretless, from what I've seen, some of the pictures anyway, or you've done several, how do you get the notes to play nice and clean? So this one, I thought, I thought that I put a radius on the fretboard, because the first one I did really felt weird. So I radiused the fretboard. Obviously, it's only one pair of strings, but if I'm playing with my fingers, it's not really, I fret it. It really mutes it if I use my fingers. What am I doing wrong, or what do I need to change, or I don't know. I can't quite figure that out. Is it an acting thing? Is it? I don't know. With the slide, it's way better. You got any thoughts on that? I'd love to pick your brain on that one. Sandra says, no, just have fun. She picks up piano faster. In a few more years, finger picking easier. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to just let her kind of get into it, and then we'll go. I don't want to force her. Poor conservator says you need relief in the neck or raise the action. Really? Now, Harry Dude said I found when I did a fretless inversion, slots low, but had to dial in some relief. Oh, so you, because there is relief. No, there's not. I'm seeing the relief in there, but now there's not. Ooh, there's a tiny bit, barely. I might have to resand that fretboard. I can hear it tapping, but it's not that much. I bet it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just that's the only thing that really kind of bugs me. And the action is fairly high right now. I don't know if you can see it, but Chaos is here. Says, "What's up, man? What's up, dude?" Poor Conservative says, "I built about 400 fretless." Yeah, that's what I knew you had a few under your belt. I tried to do that the first time around, but apparently it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to take this thing apart and rework it because I think it'd be just a little bit more fun if it would play clean with your fingers. An angle of the string path. Yeah, and I think that's what I have. The action seems high. I don't know. If it had frets, it would be obviously a lot better, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with fretless. Chaos said, "Did you catch your finger in the bandsaw again?" No, not a bandsaw. But this thing, this darn thing, whoa, pretty deep. Pretty deep. Yes, guys, thanks for your input on that. I think that's what I will do. I think I will try to sand some more relief in the neck and see. So my thought is the seventh, roughly right around here. So I'm thinking if I clamp it, like, I don't know, if I just clamp it at both ends, put a little bit of a shim in there, clamp that sucker down, flatten it out, wipe on another coat of finish on there. That's just a piece of walnut fretboard, and I think it'll work fine. All right, Chaos, what you been up to, man? How's that new computer working out? I'm sure it's, you won't have to upgrade that thing for about 25 years. Poor Conservative says, "A mighty carpet knife, source of 1,000 cuts." Yeah. Chaos, maybe add a Seymour Duncan blackout pickup to that. It would be like this big. I don't even think I'm going to try to squeeze any sort of electronics in here. I could, maybe. I don't even know if I have room. I have a few piezo discs left. I thought about squeezing one in, maybe putting the jack on the back, but honestly I don't think I have enough room to plug it in. I'd have to drill into the side and then drill into the neck. Yeah. This was just a fun little 2-string deal that my new thing now is going to be building oddball instruments out of anything that says Crayola tins, some sort of. So I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on the lookout for Crayola tin stuff and make instruments out of them. Chaos, CPU is great. Yeah, it should be. Poor Conservative says, "Chaos blackouts are awesome." Yes, they are awesome. We actually hacked up one of Chaos's guitars once and put a blackout in there, and it screamed pretty well. That thing, if you played that in a while, okay. Yeah. Sandra says, "Always great to see how you doing, Jeff, on channel. Got to go shopping with hubby for toolbox organizers." Your shop looks good. Thumbs up. Everyone, take care. Sandra, thank you for stopping by, and have fun shopping. That's gonna be cool. It's never boring shopping for tool stuff, right? Thanks a lot for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Well, remember, next week we're on Facebook, so if you don't do Facebook, it's all good. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back on YouTube. So YouTube, Facebook next week, YouTube 2 weeks from now. So you can tune in again. Chaos said, "I played it a few weeks ago. Still sounds awesome." Yeah, that thing screamed. We did that video on that one on my other channel, and man, so many people were so mad that we chopped up the headstock. Poor conservatives. Facebook sucks. Yeah, yeah. I definitely have had some trouble, but for me, there are some people that for whatever reason don't do YouTube. So like they only tune in to the Facebook lives, which you know what, I'm totally cool with that. So that's why I keep alternating, because some people I get to hang out with, um, get to hang out with them over on Facebook. Some people do YouTube, so I get to hang out with everybody that way. Chaos says I have the guitar tuned down to drop B. I hate the Fender headstock. I do like the Telecaster headstock better than the Stratocaster headstock, but I got a couple. I've got a Strat, and I've got, I think, two Squire Strats that I really like. You know what I've been thinking about maybe doing like a guitar tour someday, of just like getting all my guitars out and kind of going in order of my first guitar all the way up to now. Does that sound interesting? I don't know if I'd do it on this channel. Maybe on Haley Guitars, or maybe on my regular channel. I don't know. But I think it'd be kind of fun. I just don't know where I'd post that sort of thing. I might do it just mainly more for me, just so I can document all of that stuff. But I think it would be kind of cool. Kind of a fun progression. Poor Conservative says, my green Studio Wench guitar has blackouts. It's the only electric guitar I record in my studio. But every guitar player loves how it plays. Nice. Everybody's got one of those, right? It doesn't have to be like the fanciest. Yeah, like you said, Studio Wench. It's just the workhorse that sounds and plays great. I have one of those. I don't play it much anymore. I used to play it a lot with the cover band. It's a Squire, not the Affinity. The Affinity is a little thinner. I think it's a regular Squire, and it's a right-handed one that I have flipped over, replaced the pick guard. It's a wonky switch deal on there. It's got one pickup, but it plays really, really nice for being a flipped over Squire guitar. You set it up and do everything, set it up real well. I just like the electronics. It's got a volume, and that's it. Actually, it's got a coil split switch on there that I never use. I don't even know why I put it on there. Honestly, I don't even use the stupid volume. I probably should have just wired it up so you plug it in and it's on. But man, it just plays good, and it sounds really nice. It's got a good pickup in it, but it's just one of those that if you dropped it, it fell over, it's got a scratch, you don't really care. It's just, I just like that one. Poor Conservative, exactly. Yeah. Cass says, could do it as an Instagram TV kind of video. Yeah, I didn't think about that. And I've been slacking. On my on Instagram lately, honestly. I'm having a hard time trying to stay on track, I get. Not stay on track. Yeah, maybe that's the word. This whole COVID thing. You know what I mean? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. A big old wrench. And just threw it right into everything. So now we're in summer. Things are kind of getting back to normal. But just trying to keep projects going and maintain, home stuff really kind of threw me off of schedule, really, a little bit. And so I'm working to get back onto that, like posting on Instagram and all that sort of thing. I was trying for every day, and now it's like once a week, if that. Slacking. So don't worry. We still got projects going. Still got things going on. I'm slacking on my IG posts. Sam Packin says, sorry I'm late. Hello to everyone. Welcome. It's about time. Better late than never. No. Poor Conservative used to have an old 80s Jackson J90C, which still sounds killer. Chaos, don't you have? Is that what you have? What's your Jackson? But the blackouts have a little more oomph than the J90C. Chaos Sense, check yours if you're at home still and see what your Jackson is, if there's a number on there. Doughboy, Mr. Doughboy. Hello, everyone. What's up? What's up? Poor Conservative. Hey, Scent Packin'. Scent Packin' says hello to my friend, Poor Conservative. Hey, Doughboy. My coffee's getting cold. Yes, I'll see a number on it. Let me check. I'm not sure. I think it might. Maybe on the back of the neck. Maybe on the truss rod cover. I'm not sure where it would be on that. J90C. I don't have my phone. My phone's outside providing Ethernet connection. So I can't even look it up. Yes, do check Chaos and report back with your findings. Yeah, that might be something I might do. Like Chaos said, just a guitar tour, post it up somewhere, just kind of go through real quick. You know, not like sound demos really or anything, but just start at the beginning. This was my first acoustic guitar that my uncle gave me, and then we went boom, 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 boom here from there on up. Let's see. So, Senpakin says, not sure what subject we're talking about here. Been to the coast. Whoa, that sounds cool. We don't really have a subject. Just like all the time. We've been talking a little bit about guitars and stuff like that. This is one that I talked about 2 weeks ago. So we've been kind of just talking a little bit about guitars and stuff, but no certain subject. Chaos says just a serial number on the back. That's it. Really? Interesting. That sounds cool. What did you buy the travel trailer? So because that sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool for camping and summertime fun right there. Is it like already? Is it something you're going to redo, like a project, or is it something that's already done and you're just gonna use it as is? Some people like to buy those kind of a gutted thing, that or with the intention of gutting it and redoing the whole thing. Don't know if that's your plan, or you just wanted something ready to go. I wouldn't mind having some sort of a camper, but I don't have anything to pull it with. At least not a big one. I'd have to get a small, like a pop-up. It'd be kind of neat. Or just to stick with the tent. That's what we have right now. Sent back and got it to see the kids on the coast. Sounds pretty cool. Have to see the grandkids. Yeah. Nice. So a few days ago, here, now to change the subject a little bit, a bench strap. I've made some hand leather straps before. Do you guys use straps? First, I want to know. And I've made some smaller ones, handheld ones. I've got some that I keep in the house, and I've got some in my leather box. But trying to do something like a hand plane iron, it's kind of hard because I want to use two hands, and I've been needing something like this that I can clamp in the vise and do my sharpening on, and it's so far this is working out awesome. So I still gotta edit the video. This is really simple, but I've had a few people ask about straps lately, so I'm trying to just give a couple examples in the video for this one, and and some demonstrations, and hopefully it'll help answer some questions that people have. Pork River says our life rocks. Senpakin says no, don't really know how. The demo for straps, leather straps, dude. You can do it. Let's do it. I can demo it right now. Maybe. So let's just grab any old chisel here. So basically, high level version of this. All right. So this is just plywood that I glued together, so I can clamp it in the vise. Got a piece of leather glued on the front, charged with some. This happens to be green building compound. It comes in the big stick. Just mash it on there, and then hopefully I don't drop this thing on my leg. Ooh, this is a mess. It's gonna be hard to do one-handed, but so you're gonna come in and you're gonna find your angle, and this works for knives, anything, right? And then pull it across there. Obviously, this would be clamped in the vise. It would be a lot more stable than me trying to hold it up. But you're gonna pull that across. Let's see. Hang on. I don't know if I can do this. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try this. If I can fall on my head. Ah! All right. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. All right, so I got the thing. You clamp it down. You're gonna come in and you're gonna find your angle, right? So, sharpening guide if you want to, but I'm gonna end up getting in the way of the camera here. But I'm gonna try to. What I do is I'll find the angle, and I'm gonna hold that. I like to use two hands, so I know this isn't showing up super great. And then pull it back across. And what that's going to start to do is polish the edge. Now, if your chisel's already dull, a strop is not the way to go yet. You want to sharpen it with a stone or whatever method you're going to use first, and then you're going to finalize that on the strop. Oh, my knife. My pocket knife. I was going to show you that. What do I have? Apparently I left that inside. I like the tiniest pocket knife ever. Pocket. This is going to be good. So, these are great for knives. I use them for kitchen knives. Just like you would do on a sharpening stone, right? You're going to pull it. Except this one's hard because this is the tiniest knife ever made. And then you switch sides. Sharpening kitchen knives and stuff, man, it gets them really sharp. Right, let me see if I can come back over and see you guys again. So that was like the most generic demo ever, but hey. Park and Service says I have a two-sided strap for coarse and fine compounds. Yeah, that's what I almost did, but I really just wanted one that I could clamp in a vise and not have to try to hold, right? The handheld ones work great for like a pocket knife or a quick kitchen knife strap, but if I'm really trying to get some work done with it, it slides around and I'm trying to hold it, and it's just a little bit awkward for some things. That's why I wanted to make this one that I can just clamp in the vise. Kaya says, want to do a video on fixing a doorbell and come fix mine. What's wrong with it? We can fix a doorbell. Can't be that hard. That might be kind of fun, actually. I don't know. Let's see. Cass says, I just don't want to climb up in the crawl space of my roof where I think the transformer is. I need to possibly replace. Oh, boy. It says doorbells are just 2 wires and 2 screws. Yeah. I mean, we can do it. We can replace it. I guess if I got to climb up there, as long as there's no bees. Not okay with bees. Crafted by Ray. Just made a flip down bench on my YouTube channel. The old white pine and the saw make look amazing. It would be sweet to make a guitar body like that. Yeah, with the old pine wood, definitely, dude. Pork and Server says your chime is gone. Whoops. Send pack in. So final step. Yes, a strop is the final step. You want to get everything sharp as you can first, and then the strop will just. I mean sharp. Like you'll get it really sharp. Cass says, to Pork Conservative, I have a video doorbell and I don't think it's getting enough power. Sent back and I keep my knife on my belt. I usually keep mine on my pocket, but apparently Haley and I were hanging out beforehand and never grabbed it, I guess, which is very strange. But anyway, sent back and need to find a chunk of leather. Yeah, a lot of times if you have a leather shop near you, um, they might sell like a little grab bag of little bits and remnants. You know, probably fairly inexpensive. Conservative, you can use an MDF wheel on a grinder to strap blades too. Hold on, I got one more thing to show you. Don't go away, guys. This one I actually have to step out of the camera. Hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm grabbing this thing here. You guys just like look at. What are you looking at? Like my. Oh yeah, you got like some tools there, and like there's a sign and some stuff and some stickers. Power strap. I got a leather belt. This is a 2x72 leather belt that goes on my belt grinder. So you can get some serious stropping done with this thing. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't strop everything. I mean, you think that, okay, since I have this for the belt grinder, just strop everything on here. What I don't do is small things. I don't strap small things because it's kind of hard. The belt's spinning, it's going round and round, and I don't want to get in there. And chisels, I've done chisels on here before, but I like doing them by hand. This works great for knives, all kinds of knives. I've done a ton of these things. Ton of sharpening, pocket knives. I do all my kitchen knives on this. It works great. Andy's here. Andy says, "Hi all. What's up, buddy?" Poor Conservatives to Scent Packing says you can use an old belt. Yeah, any old belt. Mine's got like metal thingies, but yeah, an old belt. I bet you could pick up a cheap leather belt and like just solid leather. I bet you could. If you have a trouble finding an actual piece of leather, you could probably go to, I don't know, Walmart or Target or what, I don't know where you would, but and just buy a cheap leather belt, as long as it doesn't have any metal deals all around it, and you could cut off the front and the back. There you go, cheap strap. Oh man, I should have done that for the video. Like make a cheap one out of an old belt. Ah, darn. Yeah. Scent Packing says, good idea, poor Conservative. A couple side by side. You could glue them down, two pieces. Ray says, it's time to make more coffee. Yeah. It's almost time to wrap this up anyway, so I think we're coming up on an hour, and right now, Haley's in the house. Unsupervised. So I'm not too worried most of the time. She's just in there chilling, hanging out. She doesn't watch TV much, so I told her she could watch something while I was doing this. I'm not sure if she's still at that or not. Chad says Hobby Lobby or Michael's will have leather scraps. Oh, good call. I always forget about a lot of those places. I need to go there more, to either one of them, and just wander around and see more of what they have kind of for this whole kind of making things, right? Unfortunately, this is just me in my brain. When I think Hobby Lobby and places like that, I think like fake flowers and stuff like that, which yes, they have a lot of, but I always forget that they have tons and tons of other things, and I need to go in there more often and just kind of walk around and make a mental note of stuff that they have. Like I know they have other things because I've looked there before, and but I forget when I start thinking of leather. I got to go there more. Really, they're really good resources from what I've seen for a lot of stuff, but it's just not something that comes up in my head. Gina wants me to have her do work. We'll do work. Don't do work. She's gonna get greasy here shortly. Oh, now my phone's ringing. That's probably the dang it. I ordered some parts from the auto parts store. I've been fixing up an old tractor a little bit, and had to order a few parts. So they said they'd be in about 10. And I forgot to put my phone on silent. Sorry. So she's going to help me change some oil in an old tractor, and then we're going to drive this thing around, and hopefully it doesn't leave us stranded. Anyway, guys, I got to start thinking about wrapping this up. Any last minute questions, comments, suggestions? Do you guys, here's something I want to try to do a little bit more. Hold on here. Sent Packin said, be cool if we could send pictures on this format. I know. But one thing that we could do, you could go to my website, shameless plug. Sign up for the community. There's the second link at the top is community. It's like a little forum over there. I haven't pushed this a whole lot, but I've started a thread over there where we can continue conversations from the live streams. If you want, want to sign over there. Server says race tractor. No, not this one. This is a little farm tractor that's here on the property. It's kind of my neighbor's, but I'm not going to try to explain it. Basically, I've been hired to get the thing back up and running. It hasn't ran in quite a lot of years. Goes my slide, and so I got quite a bit of little small things fixed on it, and it's up and running. But yeah, I had to order an oil filter, get the oil changed on it, and then I can be done with this thing. And yeah, so but anyway, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, race tractor. Race tractor is not out of the question. It's still, I did order a couple small parts for it just to kind of really see if what I want to do is going to work before I really tear into replacing axles and wheels and all that sort of stuff. But we've got a couple. I've got two of them right now. They both run and drive in their stock format. Race tractor, I want to happen. I really, really want that to happen. It'd just be a fun thing. I got a buddy who has already agreed to help out. Said he wants to be, he wants to help out with the whole thing. So, yeah, we're gonna do it somehow. It's gonna be expensive though, but more expensive than I thought. So I got to figure that out a little bit. Anyway, all right, guys, let's see. Cass says you could do a Discord, like an easy way to do it. Yeah. I got to look into that more. Discord. I'm getting too many things to to try to manage right now, and I got to figure that out. Let's see. Sent Packins is still waiting for the calls. Poor conservative. Oh yeah, the Arbor dealios. Poor conservative says you too, Gina almost put chaos in timeout again. Sorry. Ray says, see you guys later. Have a great day. Time for me to cut the grass. Conservative, see you, Ray. Sunpacking, good idea. Will do. You guys, I got to wrap this up as well. So thanks a lot for hanging out. Again, if you guys want to join the community over on the website, check it out. Cass says check out Discord anytime, see what I'm doing there and how it can work for you. I gotta look it out, look it up and see a little bit more about it. There's always the Facebook group too. You guys can post over there if you're on that sort of platform. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out, and hope you guys are all having an amazing week, and also gonna have an amazing weekend. All that sort of stuff. Hope you guys have everything where you are. Hopefully it warms up here today, and I can lose this beanie. And you guys take care. Thanks a lot for stopping in and hanging out for a while. So I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. And we'll see you next time. There we go. Later, guys.